Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with a growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcastic, the home for indie podcast and content creators.
The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
Yeah, it's Wednesday at 2 p.m. Time for the Judge Podcast. It's the Judge, the legend. Let's have blast. We talking sports, politics, current events. We gonna be live, so let it make sense. It's the Judge Podcast. Let's go. The Judge Podcast. Let's go. Wednesday at 2 p.m. Let's go. Hosted by the Judge and the legend. Let's go!
Alright, how y'all doing today? We back live. We've been missing y'all for a couple weeks. My brother's back. Give the legend Carlos Rogers a hand for being back. He been gone for 5 weeks. You know, working with the kids, through the United Way program. Proud of you, brother. We got a special guest on here today. This is my little brother, NBA pro, Southfield legend, Ivan Newbill in the building.
Good to be here. Appreciate it.
Man, it's glad
me.
to have you, man. It's such a pleasure to have you, man. I've been wanting to have you on here for a while. And, tell the fans where you grew up and everything about yourself.
I grew up in Southfield. I moved to Southfield early age, grew up there, went to high school, Southfield, played basketball in Southfield. And, I wasn't that good in high school. Actually, I got kicked out of Southfield my junior year.
Got kicked out?
Yeah.
For what?
Knucklehead stuff. Just being... Just to be an idiot in the classroom. They kicked me out. Went to an alternative school in Oak Park, right down the street. It's called Focus.
Focus?
Was it called Focus? Yeah.
Wow.
Went there for a year. They said if I'm good there, I can come back to Southfield my senior year.
Wow.
So I go there, was able to, handle my business, and then I go from there back to Southfield my senior year. Played basketball, but maybe half the games because I was still getting suspended and stuff.
Still acting up a little.
You a bad kid,
man.
I didn't know that.
In a million years,
Exactly.
believe that, man.
Exactly. Nobody knew that part.
Wow.
I didn't know either.
I would go to school 3 days, get suspended another 3 days. I was there. But I always, the crazy part, I always had good grades.
All
So
right.
my sister couldn't understand. I got a twin sister because her grades weren't that good. She was like,
Yeah,
man,
I
you always
know.
got good
You
grades.
know, I
I was
know.
like, man, I'll take the test and pass. But fortunately, I played for Lil Mont Power AAU program around here.
Give it up to Little Mont Power.
Lil John was the coach.
Coach Little John. I love Coach Little John. That's
And
my
then
guy, man.
rest in power, Melvin Gamble, Smiley
Yeah.
Gamble, kind of took me under his wing, kept me in that program, and from that, so as soon as I graduated from high school, I was getting ready to, my sister was going to Clark in Atlanta. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to Clark, and I wanted to play football, so I was gonna walk on the football team. be a wide receiver.
Oh yeah.
A week before we were gonna leave, I got a phone call from Coach Mel Gamble, and he was like, "I got a scholarship for you at a JUCO, one or two places,
Right.
Mississippi or Kansas."
Right.
So my sister and my girlfriend at the time were going to Clark, so I was like, "I'm gonna go to Mississippi. It's closer to Atlanta.
Right.
6-hour drive."
Mississippi.
Give it up to Mississippi.
Man, don't give it up.
Mississippi Gold Coast Community College. Listen, my parents dropped me off literally middle of nowhere, country.
Yeah.
It was mixed, but all the sisters there, they were all from like New Orleans, all from the South, you know.
Right.
A few of them had gold teeth and stuff. It culture shock for me. You know, they say we country in Detroit, but not like that.
Nah.
Not like that. Not like
So it was
that.
different.
Yeah, it was a lot different down there.
But it was
Say
good.
they had gold teeth when
Man,
you walked
gold
up.
teeth.
Like, you said, "What's going on?"
Creole women, you know, but it was a real good experience. I met some really good people.
Right.
Made some good relationships. And then in terms of basketball, it was an opportunity for me to just really focus in, and that's where I got better at, actually.
Yeah.
The coach at the time is he's the most winningest JUCO coach still today.
Wow. Wow.
And then, you know, at JUCO, you got a couple guys from everywhere. You got a guy from New York, you got guys from D.C.
Yeah.
And my point guard. So I get there, and my point guard was from Biloxi, Mississippi, which is about 45 minutes outside.
Yeah. Biloxi is nice.
Yeah. And at the time, he was mentored by Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, Chris Jackson.
Yeah.
Right.
'Cause he from there.
Chris, okay.
They from the same town.
He from Biloxi too.
Yeah, so he mentored him. So, you know, listen, you guys been around, you know. So when you spend time with Muslim, next thing you know, now I'm studying Islam.
Yeah.
I'm not eating pork.
Right.
But it was a really good experience. So spent a couple years at JUCO down there, got better.
Yeah.
Had the opportunity to choose between, I think it was New Mexico State, Miami of Ohio.
Right.
Charlie Coles.
Charlie
Rest in
Cole.
power, Charlie Coles.
Give it up to Charlie Cole, my coach.
Saginaw.
Charlie Saginaw.
Yep. He came and recruited me.
Yeah.
He was an assistant at Miami of Ohio. Well, Herb Sendek was the head coach.
Okay.
He came from Kentucky. And that year, Miami actually had just beat Arizona in the tournament. When they had the best backcourt with Stoudemire and I can't remember the two guard.
Yeah, I remember that year.
So I went there, transferred in these are my days. I was different back then. So here we are. I'm in Mississippi. First I started studying Nation of Islam. Then I'm studying Orthodox Islam. So now I'm militant as all I could be. You know, remember the hip hop shop on 7 Mile? I got every T-shirt that they saw.
Ever had,
That said everything you could imagine.
Right.
I'm in Mississippi with that. Now I'm going to Miami of Ohio.
With that.
I mean, this is what they did. First of all, they recruited me on Black Alumni Weekend.
Wow.
So I go there. I'm like, oh man, this is it.
Right.
It's going on. Now, when I get to school there,
It's totally different.
You know, ain't not that many black people in Miami in the
Got
middle of Ohio.
3% on campus.
It wasn't that many at all, but I'm there. You know, I got this afro and a beard and these T-shirts, and I'm walking around in Timberlands and the hood.
Yeah.
And the coach, Herb, said that sending Charlie Coles to talk to me like, man, you know, I had to tone it down a little bit, whatever. But long story short, I had a good experience there. Spent 2 years. I was a junior. We had a good team. We had Wally Zerbiak, who would have been a freshman, and Devin Davis was the other big man. We went to the tournament each year.
Each year, y'all did y'all thing.
Lost in the first round, but
And Wally was a great player.
yeah, he's a really good player.
Yeah.
Good shooter, really good
Great shooter, man.
Left there as a senior, and you know, I might have averaged like 12 and 8.
12 and
But the
8.
MAC was good back then, because you got to think. Remember in the MAC, you had Bonzi Wells, at Ball State, Earl Boykins,
At
D-Dial, Brian Tober at Eastern.
And Grant Long.
And you had Grant Long, who was older,
but right before you.
Before me, you had Gary Trent that came out of OU before me.
Gary Trent,
Antonio Daniels down at Bowling Green. So at the time, you had about 6 or 7 guys from the MAC actually make it to the league. So the MAC was tough.
It was tough
back then. But I still wasn't on the radar. You know, I wasn't drafted either. I came back home and got hooked up with my first agent, Richard McDermott. Man.
Give it up to Richie McDermott, Mr.
He man, you know what he did? I give it to him. He brought me in, he took me to Powerhouse on Highland Park.
Yeah.
Big Lou Campbell.
Big Lou Campbell. Give it up to Big Lou Campbell
I started
for strengthening all the guys, the pros in Detroit.
I would go there. First, he would have me. I'd go 6 a.m. at Lawrence Tech, and we play 1-on-1 full court.
J&T.
Yep. 10 o'clock hit the Powerhouse in Highland Park. We lift. And then the good part about him is he taught me how to eat, the whole thing, nutrition, everything.
That's
Guy was
right.
ahead of his time. Stuff they doing now, he was doing back then, which nobody was doing back then.
Absolutely.
And then I would go play. We would go hoop, either at Schoolcraft, St. Cecilia, whatever. And this is when I'm trying to now make it through the minor leagues and get a couple tryouts.
Yeah.
And it's interesting, like I was telling somebody the other day, even though like I'm from Southfield, but my roots are Detroit because basketball-wise did so much for me. It had so much of influence on me to help me with my career to get to the league, just in terms of my training and working out with the influences around me.
Yes.
And it's funny because I was just telling somebody yesterday, and you were there too, that I was fortunate to have a guy I could come and I would work out in the summer. So it would be you.
Yes.
I'd be Glenn Blackwell. Los would be here.
Yes.
Man, my man who to this day want to push me the hardest, Tony Tober, man.
Give it up to Tony T.T. Tober.
Every day, because Tone, my thing, I made my bones on defense.
Yeah.
Tone every day was like, shoot the ball, man. And in the gym, man, he's like, you gotta shoot the ball.
Yeah,
and he pushed me to be aggressive.
I told you, man.
Every summer we would train. Earl Curitan was part of that group.
Yeah. You had great support cast, man.
That support cast is what helped me and propelled me. Most of those guys, except outside of Los and Earl, didn't even make it to the NBA.
Right.
But it was the influence, and unfortunately things didn't work out. It wasn't the talent.
Right.
It was just the path was different.
Yeah, the path was definitely different.
To have that influence and that knowledge
I told
to give
you.
me the game.
One thing about the guys from Detroit, man, they don't let up on you. It doesn't matter
Kevin,
if you don't have your game together yet. We're gonna pound on you until you get it together. But while you taking a pound, they teaching you too. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
No, don't do. Hey, young fella, I made the move on you, but don't bite on that right there. You got to stay solid right here. So one thing about the guys from Detroit, it's always a teaching, because the same way Tone did you, he did me. Mm-hmm. Because when I played with them, they wouldn't allow me to be in the post. So now him posting and Tone posting forced me to have to keep shooting.
Yeah.
So now, since I'm a primary shooter now, I have to lock in.
Yeah,
so they helped me out a lot, man, and I want Detroit to get back to that.
That's
where we're able to help each other, get to, and everybody's not gonna be a pro, but it'll help you with your college game, and
help you,
across the water.
Yeah. Help you with everything. Yeah. Give it up to him for that.
You can make money so many ways now.
The game is about making money,
it's
man.
About making money.
That's all it's about. So
deals.
you'll be able to help your family, man. That's what I used to tell you, man. I remember I would come from overseas. You were young, and you would work out with me and Glenn. We would play you one-on-one and stuff. You'd be like, man, you don't play it in the CBA. You trying that course. You went to San Antonio. I told you, I said, keep hanging. because you're right there. You just need to get over the hump. And there was a couple things you had to do, and you did it, man.
Yeah.
You did it,
I have
man.
a person. Congratulations.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
What was the moment where you felt like I got the right motor for this? You know.
Yeah, it really didn't happen actually until I got my opportunity. I went to training camp with San Antonio, and they had just drafted D. Dial.
D-Dial,
second
that's
round.
right.
So we both there, and I made the team. I was the last cut. It was between me and Roger Bell. I made the team.
Yeah.
And that year, I still wasn't that comfortable because I didn't play that much, you know.
Right.
But I was fortunate to be with that team because of the organization and how much I learned just being there.
Being there.
I mean, everybody knows that
That system is incredible.
that system is incredible, offensive, defensively. The organization is a model that other teams follow to this day.
Absolutely.
They lead the NBA in terms of the organization that they
Yes,
have. So
yes.
I was fortunate at that, and I really didn't turn the corner till I left there, and I went to training camp with Atlanta that next year, and I was cut, and I ended up going back to Flint because they had a G League team, CBA team, which is
CBA team, yeah, G League.
and I played there. Jeff Greer was a coach, and I played there.
Jeff was the coach.
Yeah, that was his first year. Jeff Greer was the
Give
head
it up
coach.
to my man, Jeff Greer.
It was point guard was Jermaine Jackson, and then it was Dez Ferguson and me.
What?
And he let me kind of go from there, and I got called back up to Atlanta on a 10-day in about 3 months, and it was in Atlanta is where I realized, because Lon Kruger was a head coach, and listen, Lon Kruger didn't have a great NBA coach career, but he's a superb college coach.
Right.
But to this day, Lon Kruger is my man because he started me
Right.
on a 10-day contract, which most people don't do. We played Detroit when they had Stackhouse.
When Jerry was
Jerry
there.
was getting about 30. He was averaging about 30 that
30 a night.
season. Atlanta was losing. Atlanta was the worst team in the league that year.
Okay.
We were losing. And halftime, he said, "I'm gonna put you in the game." Put me in the game, and I did my thing defensively. And then we had an East Coast swing where I had to go see, like, you know, back then, the 2 and 3 wing players was killers. Yeah, I had to go through. You had to go through Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, Paul Pierce, you had Iverson. So it was no night off.
Right.
And that's when I really turned the corner, and I could see is because I got the opportunity to really play minutes there.
Yeah.
And I felt and was comfortable, understood that I belonged. Yep.
Yeah. And then after that, you went. What? You got traded to Cleveland?
I played 2 years in Atlanta, and I became an unrestricted free agent, and I signed a 5-year deal in Cleveland.
And started with LeBron James.
That was
Give it up
LeBron's
to
first
him.
year.
LeBron first year.
LeBron first
started
year, man.
with LeBron James for years in Cleveland.
And
man.
that was a
blessing, man.
It was
Your
a
story
blessing.
is unique. I can't. Have you wrote a book? Have you done anything about your story? Because everybody's story is different. You know what I mean?
Everybody's story
My
is.
story ain't nothing close to that right there.
I haven't, and you're the second person that actually brought that
Yeah,
up.
because
Your story, you have a very unique story,
really,
man.
Yeah, yours is really the conversation that everybody think mine is, and mine nowhere close to that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't a troubled kid. I wasn't getting kicked out of school. Everybody thought I was crazy Carlos, but I had to turn the corner. Being this little,
Yeah.
they had to think something about you, you know what I mean? Or you're going to get ran over out there. So I had to learn how to be tough. I wasn't always like that.
Okay.
It came through motherfuckers going crazy, you know what I mean? And believing that you some kind of punk. And even though you big, you tall, they keep trying you, even the little guys. So that little crazy had to come out. Just like I saw your arrival. I saw when you came back here, your motor was different. You know what I mean? And everybody saw that transformation, you know, and I was proud of the fact that, like, man, because you are considered one of the toughest defenders now. from and we don't even consider you from Detroit. I'm from Southfield.
Right.
So you one of us.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So
I told you that was gonna get you in the league. You could guard 1 through 4.
Man,
I told you.
you
When
did
we used
tell
to
me,
play
yeah.
1-on-1 all the time.
and that was
You can check people, man.
and that's the one thing that I realized that because once you get to the league, I mean, everybody can score.
Everybody can
what I mean?
score.
But you gotta be able to fit a role, especially
right.
if you're coming from the minor league or you're not drafted and
Right.
have a guaranteed contract already.
Right.
Somebody put me in the game, they not running no plays for me.
Right.
So that's what I hung my hat on. You know what? I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna lock down. So every year it was always like, cause I played the 2 and the 3, but I'm not a natural 2 guard.
No.
I mean, I can shoot spot up 3.
Right.
But I'm not what's
Right.
considered a natural 2 guard.
yeah.
Right.
But every year they were like, oh, okay, we're gonna draft. We got to draft.
You're
We got to
big
get a
and
2
a
guard.
smaller body.
Yeah.
I had to transition into a doggone wing player. I played the 5 in college.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why so I transitioned into a wing player. Fortunately, in the summer, as you
Yeah.
can attest to,
Yeah.
worked on my shot.
Yeah.
Got it better to where like you leave me open. All right, I'm gonna knock it down.
Man, you was killing.
I couldn't shoot at first when I was in college.
You improved every year. And that's what the game
And
is about.
everything. It got to the point.
That's what the game is
when,
about.
When you come in the gym, I get a chance to weigh my game. Like, okay, well, I'm a good defender. Bring your ass on over here. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's what you
yeah.
do.
So now, so you've been working on your game. You got your defense. Come on over here now.
Yeah.
Come on over back to Big Brother. Come on.
Yeah.
You know what? It's funny though. The real test though was always when I come back home and we play in the summer. And now I'm actually doing work here.
Yeah.
It ain't there. It's when we in the gym with everybody, because
Yeah.
Detroit got ballers, man. Period.
Man,
Period.
in that
Even the
era,
ones who not conditioned to play.
Exactly.
in that era, it was about 30 pros
30 pros. And
from
I'm-
Detroit. So
And the guys that still
And-
play.
and-
I'm thinking about B. Wood and
Oh, yeah.
K2 and all them guys from the east side.
they
Them
pros
guys
too.
gave us trouble.
trouble.
They pros too.
Yeah,
They play
they-
pro
And
ball.
that's what's funny about the game and the path, and everybody's path is different. Because even when I was in high school, I came out. It's so many guys I feel like were better. You got to think those 2 years, 93, 94. Because you got Willie Mitchell,
Willie Mitchell.
was killer.
Lopes played with
Lopes
him.
played with him. You had
Yeah.
Todd.
Todd.
I mean, you got
3 good players on one
K2.
team.
You got Hunt, Anderson Hunt. I mean, we
K2 Hunt.
got guys that could play, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, a lot of players come out your year.
Yeah, a lot of
A lot of
came out.
players, man. Give it up to that class. That's a tough class. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Detroit has always had ballers, man. And that's what we're trying to get back and bring back, man. You know, we trying to bring it back because the kids, they don't play like that. You know how we used to work out one-on-one full court against each other. They don't do that.
Man, they think that personal trainer direction is the way to go.
Yeah.
It's okay to include that.
Yeah.
You know how when they say you
Yeah.
add it to your bag, you can add that, but don't subtract
Don't
nothing
subtract
away.
nothing away.
Yeah, dog. How you gonna get better when somebody throwing you the ball and you just catch it and shoot? We need somebody challenging
Yeah.
you.
When the last time you heard kids talking about we going to play 21?
Never.
That teaches you how to be a player.
Yeah.
Right
Get the
there.
ball back.
A
You
lot
gotta
of
get the
people
ball.
understand. Not just that, you gotta. If you get 19, you gotta score on 6.
You got to
or 7
score on
people.
6 people.
Yeah,
What up, though,
you
Floyd?
gotta be able to score on 6 people every time you play.
Man,
and for the
every
most
time.
time, it's double team, and that's what helped me with the rest of my life. As a kid, I played 21.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
You know what I mean? If you want your kid to be good, man, put them on 21
Yeah.
so they can learn how to navigate themselves to
Man.
make plays.
When you come to the gym now, every kid got their own ball.
At their own
Because their
own
parents
team.
don't got them no ball. When we came to the gym, there's one ball.
And we hope it's a good ball.
You gotta go
That's
get
it.
that.
I was just
You
at
gotta go get that
That's
ball.
funny you remind me. I was at a picnic last weekend at Oak Park. A friend of mine had a picnic. I go there, I take my son with me. And so he was like, he went somewhere. He walked back. I was like, "Where you been?" He's like, "Oh, I was trying to find the courts." And it reminded me. I was like, "The courts around in Oak Park used to be packed on the weekend, man.
Yeah.
And if you lose,
That's it.
man, that's it.
That's it. You can't play no more
That's how
for
it used
a
to be.
while.
Outside, and you lose, you done.
Yeah, man. Shoot.
Yeah.
And you try to get there early so you can play
So
first.
you can play first.
You
And
know?
they don't play no more. And now that's the thing. The skill. They have all the skill in the world because these kids been having trainers since they 5. We didn't have these trainers,
Right.
Parents now paying for trainers, so they got the skill, but it all don't apply to the game.
Yeah.
And then the
Because they
IQ
playing
of the
with
game.
cones and catch and shoot.
Yeah.
They're not navigating through turmoil to get them buckets.
Yep.
A lot of people don't understand how that's supposed to come together. It don't come together unless you make it come together. The things that you learn from your trainer or whoever is teaching you, now let's take this to the court and only practice on what we learn.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we're doing today. So how I got good is I make up my mind on Monday, I'm only going to the basket. I'm not shooting no jump shots. On Tuesday, I'm not going to the basket. I'm only shooting jump shots. I'm only posting up on Wednesday. I went down the line. I'm working on my ball handling.
Yeah.
I'm working on my passing. Every day I did something else. I put it all together when it's time for us to play.
Okay.
But every day, I work on something different, but I still put the same amount of time in on that one thing. So that's why I was equally developed across, and I was so much better than him.
That's why I put him on the left hand. He couldn't get that
Hey, listen, man, we done played each other thousands of times. He only had one shot he can remember.
Oh, man.
And the crazy part about it is,
Ass about to left, right.
he was in the paint.
Let's do it.
He pump faked at least 20 times.
Right.
20 pump fakes,
Right.
you gonna at least be 3 seconds. I'm talking about at 5 pump
The
fakes.
ref didn't call it though.
He pump fake, and I didn't go for none of them. And he, last second, he threw up the left hand shot off the backboard and went in. So now every time we talk about basketball, he said, don't forget the left.
Bring that up.
Get out of here, man.
Hey, I hit a couple left, so Ira too. Don't feel bad. I got Ira too. Hey man, how was your days at Saint, man? Let's talk about Saint, man.
Man.
You killed some people. You talk about Tone. It was like in our era, man. It was like 30 pros, man. I mean, you got D. Dow, Brian Tolbert, you got Jalen Rose, Chris Webber.
Yeah. That was
Tractor Trailer, Mo Taylor, Doug Smith,
Willie Green.
Wooly Green. I mean, on and Jermaine Jackson. I mean, just on and on. I can keep naming guys, man. How did you like that?
That was a-
what was different from playing in the league and playing in that?
I probably was more nervous playing in that. Man. Getting, when you first start to go, I'm like, man, I gotta go play. I got a game at the Saint today. You already know it's gonna be packed.
Yeah, it's gonna be
hot.
packed. Yeah, it's hot. Everybody watching.
Everybody watching on
All
top of
your
you. They want to see
friends.
what you got. You in the league now.
You better show out.
So you better show out because you got guys that's not in the league that's
They
gonna show
tag,
out.
gonna try
So
to
they
kill
gonna check.
you. I'm getting Ira today.
Man, and I would it would be a great experience to go in and to be able to play good in that opportunity, man. And
Yeah.
Shine was good, and it was just always good games, and I always take me back. Because I used to be. Somebody used to kill all the time, and he might even had a couple shots before the game. Bo Shine Leonard, man. Straight killer, man.
Give it up to Bo Shine and Howard Isley. And Bill Jones. Forgot about it was so many of us.
So many.
Oh my goodness, man. It was just crazy. Fred Cofield. Earl
Man, Bo
Carrington.
don't miss in the summer.
That's
man.
what I'm saying.
Bo
He
don't
didn't
miss.
Yeah.
John Long.
He didn't miss.
He didn't miss.
Terry Durod.
Didn't miss.
Do-Rod, I mean, John Long, I think he's still at the gym, right?
He is.
Full court jumpers.
He is. He's still doing it, man. He over at the Jewish community. At the Jewish Community Center, man. Still killing, man. I'm like, John, man, he's still in shape like that, man. And take care of his body. Give it up to Jay Long. Okay. And we had Grant and Terry. Grant Long and Terry. That's how many
We had DC and Steve, but they stopped coming.
Yeah.
We had DC and Steve too, man.
Yeah.
God, that's about
true.
30 dudes, man. That's what I'm saying. That's how many NBA guys we had. And overseas, we had Jarvis Bass Knight, Phil Blevins. Give it up to those
Big
guys.
Phil.
Yeah, give it up to those guys. You know, come on, Big E, 7 foot Big E. You know, we had some players, man. It was tough, and like you said, coming in there, you better have up your best game, because everybody watching, they like you get busted. They
You in the
gonna
league,
they
man.
gonna
What
talk
you
about.
got? Let's see.
I even remember when even Isaiah was short sometimes.
Isaiah too. Isaiah played. Yeah, we had Zeke.
Okay.
That was
Keep
my
it up
first
to
game.
Zeke,
My first game.
my brother.
17 years old. I played against the Pistons up there. Earl Cureton, Zeke,
Wow.
John Long, all that. And I was busting Earl Cureton up, man.
Lead twirl
I was
along.
killing him.
Look,
And listen,
he always
I
get
even
on.
say the story in
He
front of
always-
Twirl.
he always
I said,
get on
Twirl,
Twirl.
you remember I was 17 years old, man? I was killing you. Hey, listen, Twirl, I was killing Twirl so bad up there, man. He wanted to fight me. But back then, I always had about 30 people come watch me play. I said, don't do that, my dude. If you come out here, you're going to be in trouble. And they're like, Lowe's, don't fight him, just keep killing him. I was killing Big Earl, man. That's what I knew. I'm like, man, I gotta go to the NBA. If I was killing an NBA player like that, man.
Man, hey, they getting ready to redo the Saint. I played at the St. Cecilia golf outing,
Okay.
and they told me, man, they Gary put some money in. I think $10 million. Redo the whole.
Oh, that's good.
Redo the whole gym, the whole thing. They named that Stern Street after Earl Cureton. Give it up to Earl the Twirl Cureton, my brother. I'm so happy, man, that they doing it and stuff. So kids don't have no place to play in the city. Man, I've been trying to get a gym for 20 years, man. Me and my brother, man, Los, we go down to the Considine. We trying to work down there and get, just get where kids can come and hoop, man. High school, they don't have nowhere to go, man. They got to go all out and everywhere else to do this, man. And it's a shame.
Yep.
Like I get my camp and stuff is free, man, because the inner city kids don't have the opportunity. Their parents don't have the money to go out and to the suburbs and spend $250 for a week for their kid to go. So we try to give back to these kids, man, and you come up and you see some kids flourish, it make you feel so good, man. It's not about what they give you back, it's what you did and you helped them, Some kids don't have fathers, some don't have mothers, have father, no mother. Some don't have
That's a lot of foster kids out here too, man.
Yeah,
In
some
that
don't
program,
have-
I had a whole lot of foster kids.
That's what I'm
in there.
saying. Some don't have either.
Yeah.
And we get the opportunity to embrace them and touch their lives,
And
man.
feed them.
And feed
They
them.
be hungry, man.
Food,
This the first
clothing.
time I've been a part of any program like that in the city.
Yeah.
And them kids come there just to eat sometimes, man. They'll listen to what you say if you got some food. A lot of people don't
Yeah.
realize, man, and just like we was talking about the Bible earlier, in order for people to listen to what Jesus was saying, he fed them.
Absolutely.
You gotta
That's a good
feed,
point.
you gotta
Yeah.
feed the people, man.
Well, you can't retain when you're hungry.
Uh-huh.
You can't retain information when
Mind
you're hungry.
over.
No, that's
Yeah.
how that's why I used to tell you get some breakfast before I kill you. I used to kill him.
Right.
I
There you go. He's still on
I
that.
used to kill him, man.
What about the left hand? What about that left hand? Yeah. And man, I only lost twice up at Saint 2 championship. One, Mark White beat me and the Ray brothers. Give it up to Mark White and Ray Brooks, the Brook brothers.
Giving it up to Mark White.
Yeah, well, they beat me. I got to give it up to them.
Oh, man.
And the second time I lost was to Ira Newbell. Give it up to Ira Newbell. But I always had a question, Ira. The team that you guys had against us, we got to talk about that.
Who all was on that team, man? They stacked that team.
Yeah, what? Y'all was the super stack.
I think it was me. Who had D-Dial? Might have had Trailer. So who else we had on that squad?
Mo,
Man, it was a stacked
Doug, Jalen Rose,
Yeah, they got me to play with that team. Yeah, we did.
Don Reed, Lindsey Hunter,
Yeah.
and Gloves trying to
And
say.
had Greg Graves on the bench.
You right.
Greg
Shooter.
was playing and killing too.
Killing Judge.
Yeah, he came in, wore me down too, man. And Glove tried to say, "Nah, we ain't had no." I said, "Glove, yes you did."
He talking about we ain't had no stat team. I said, Glove, ain't no other team ever beat us. You only remember the teams that beat you.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you remember.
That's the only thing.
You don't remember the other games, you know. And I'm like, Glove, I remember that game clearly, man. You had 9 pros on the team. He was only supposed to have 2.
Yeah.
He was only supposed to have 2 pros. He had 9
First time
on
in
the
Saints
team.
City history, man. And y'all had the Goon Squad for real, man.
Yeah, that was a game too. That was a good game.
That was a good game, though.
Give it up to us for that game.
I wish we could have had that game on
And the
video
Saints
right there.
City was sold out. It was
Because
sold
to play
out.
against I've always been like a premier scorer.
Yeah.
But when that day right there, I didn't have him. Because first of all, they made us play earlier.
When y'all was supposed to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Glove. Give it up to Glover.
But he was tired. Back then, Judge was a real player's player.
Yeah.
He was in a club, he worked in 2 jobs, he was smoking, he was drinking. He's smoking cigarettes. I'm talking about like and he was working at the factory. So he had like a whole lot going on, man. And that's the first time in life we've been playing together I've ever seen him get tired. Because this when I knew he was tired. Every time I get the rebound, he do like this.
Yeah.
So he can walk it down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So after a while, he like, Los. I throw it to him and run. He said, Los. I turned back around. He threw me the ball. I was like, what the hell? You know how when Mean Joe Green threw the little kid the jersey, he said, thanks, Mean Joe.
Yeah.
That's how I felt because I've never got the ball right there before.
Right back that early.
Because he always, run the offense, even though we weren't running no damn offense. But he'll his play was pick and roll. So if you switch off, he shoot the jump shot. If you don't switch, I roll. Yeah. So it was always. But other than that, any other players 5 out, let him clear out and shoot.
Yep.
So until the game get close, then we go to pick and roll. But that's the first game I ever seen him get tired, man. And that's what made me realize that no matter what, we all get old, man. Because I expect to see that forever from him, man. Yeah. And I tease Judge about it because I used to cuss him out because he wasn't Antoine no more.
Yeah.
At that time, I was 45, 46 years old.
Yeah.
So, and I'm still thinking, he can still go.
Yeah, and I had to play AJ and B. Wood, them there in college.
Yeah, that's tough.
That was a tough game. We barely beat them. And then we got to come play y'all.
Yeah.
And y'all put you on me. You guard me from baseline to
y'all
baseline.
had all high energy players.
Then they put
high energy. Yeah.
Then they put Lindsey on me. Then D-Dow.
And then Greg.
And then Greg. I was tired at halftime. I said, we only had 6 players.
Shit, but I had to navigate through Mo and track and all them big.
And Don Reed.
Don Reed. And then I was always going to be around.
Ira was the
I couldn't
reason.
stand when he was around, like, because I usually just be.
If you would have played with
I
us,
knew it because Los used to always talk shit.
If you would have played,
trash, man.
if you would have played with us,
But it was
But it was good. It was
yeah.
good trash. I'm just saying that was part of the game.
but if you would have played with us, we'd have won.
Yeah,
If we'd had you on our team, we'd have beat them.
yeah.
Nah, he just had to tell you, he ain't used that kind of pressure that y'all was putting on him. He wasn't accustomed to it.
Oh yeah, I was accustomed to it.
Nah, not
I
at
was
that
tired.
age. He wasn't. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man. At that age, man, they rotate 4 guys, and I got a rebound. On defense, I'm checking tractor trailer and Mo Taylor. And Don Reed. And they hit me.
I didn't even know Don Reed ever played no game at the same.
You know what I mean? That's probably his only game.
Lindsey
He ain't never played Lindsey, bro. He ain't never played. He never come.
Give it up to Lindsey Hunter and
No, don't
Ernest
give it.
Glover.
Keep on giving up. Dog,
Give it up to
guys,
Lindsey and
man.
Ernest
No.
Glover for bringing Don Reed. Okay? Yeah, man, I found these big, strong guys, and then as soon as they miss or make it, I get the ball, y'all up on me right here.
Yeah.
I said, I can't, man, I gotta work hard. It's crazy, man. This is crazy. They're working too hard, man.
All right, but I would like to say, man, that we really is proud of you, man, and your journey.
Oh, man.
And
You doing
it's
great.
a word that they used that wasn't really a word to me, but your stick-to-itiveness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Through your journey, and I know through that journey that could get difficult sometimes and it make you want to throw in the towel.
Yeah.
And I'm glad God put you around the right people to keep your journey moving forward so you can get that diamond out the rough that you are. Because everybody was like, you know, Los, we ain't know you was going to lead. Like, shit, I did. But for you to take the journey that you did and come out, man, and then play like you played and then get paid like you did, that's Hall of Fame shit.
And you always kept God in your life, whether it was studying the Islamic Bible or the Christian Bible. Yeah. You always had that in you.
Yeah.
You know, and that followed you and kept you, man. Life is a struggle sometimes. Yeah. And you're a good testimony to it. You know, for what you want. You stuck with it, you kept striving, you kept believing. I remember the second time you got cut. You looked frustrated as heck. You know, when we was working out, I said, man, hang in there, man. You almost there. You almost there. You know?
Yeah, like I said.
And you kept believing, you kept striving, you kept believing, you kept striving, and you made it, man. And you are such a success, man.
No, I appreciate it.
You know, you are such a success for kids to look up to, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Tell us about your demolition company.
Oh, so
you doing that,
man?
now.
Yeah, I kind of fell into it. I was coaching in the G League actually prior to that. I went to Cavs had a team in Canton, then I went to the Spurs team in Austin, and then my last stop was Phoenix had a team in Bakersfield. Chris Gent was the head coach. And at that time I had boy-girl twins that was about 6. Okay. And I didn't want to be on the road anymore, man. I wanted to be home and raise them because I had been on the road for so long. I don't know how it is.
Yeah.
Once you leave college, you don't come back.
Right.
So
you don't come back.
At that time, I said if the job wasn't in Detroit or Cleveland, I was just gonna do something else. So I came home and my father and a neighbor who had all the licenses had a company that they were just messing around with doing demolition for like Habitat for Humanity, but they might do a house a month. Okay. You know, they had asked me for some investment money and things, and I would help out.
Right.
So finally, I kind of was like, well, let me see what's going on.
Let me get into it.
Yeah, and then my father was like, all right, we'll just go ahead and do it. And I joined my neighbor, or his neighbor, and we just I started growing the company, helping them grow the company, getting it ready so that we could get pre-qualified at the time to do the work with the blight in the city of Detroit.
Okay.
Because that was when they were doing all the blight. And this And we came in at the tail end of the first part of when the feds were here and with all the demolition scandal and all that with the land bank. And then they left and then they continued on. So I came in right there, grew the company, got pre-qualified with the city, and been doing demolition ever since. And that's how I got into it. And I didn't, it's completely different for me. I'm not from the construction industry.
Right.
My former partner, he's no longer part of the company. It's myself and my sister now. My former partner had all licenses, but how I learned what I would do is I would get up, go out there at 6 in the morning.
That's right.
And watch everything from A to Z on how it was done in terms of the process of demolition, removal, the trucking, every aspect. I stayed from 6 to 6. I did every job myself as a laborer, just to learn it. And once I learned the process, it was a good experience. And now it's what, 8 or 10 years later.
10 years later, give it up to him for 10 years doing work.
And it's been good because this is me also giving back to the community because I'm doing a service for the community of Detroit, removing all these blighted, dilapidated properties. That people could either living in or kids can go in and get hurt or girls can go in and get sexually assaulted and things of that nature. So it's been good to be part of the rebuild of the city of Detroit.
Right.
So I've been doing that for 10 years now. It's Leadhead Construction is the name of the company.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's great, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is great, man. Yeah, man. So how your mom and dad doing?
They good right now.
They
Fortunately, they still around.
Yes, they are.
83, 84.
Wow. Okay.
But they getting up there.
Yeah, shout out to mom and dad. Throw it up for them, baby.
Once again, I had to give it to them because I was fortunate that I had the support from them to help me on my journey. Both my parents helped me out a lot with that journey, allowed me the opportunity and the support to be able to, continue to live off them. I was in minor league, not making any money. Just fortunate to be in that position that I can have that help, and they help propel me and allow me to grow.
Yeah.
As a player and as an individual, but yeah.
Tell us how the minor leagues kind of help you prepare yourself for the big leagues. Tell us about that.
A lot.
Because traveling and stuff, like you say, you ain't making no money, but you playing hard every day. You frustrated. Tell me about that.
It's funny. So the first minor league I was in though was below the CBA. It was like it was called the IBL.
Yeah.
It was in Appleton, Wisconsin. The coach was Pat Knight, Bob Knight's son. He was just like coach.
Then you play for Earl in the IBL?
I played for him. I was in the summer, yes. I played for Earl after that.
Okay.
And then I went there for about 3 or 4 months. We stayed in the Holiday Inn, made about $300 a week. My roommate was, remember, Lorenzo Orr.
Lorenzo, yeah.
He with the USC. That was my roommate. We was on the same team. I played there, and after 3 months, I got called up to what would be the G League now, the CBA, Idaho Stampede.
Okay.
Because they had a player who probably one of the best players I ever seen that didn't really play that long in the league. Lloyd Sweet Pete Daniels was his name.
Man, I played with Sweet Pete.
New York. 6'7", smooth, shoot, pass,
point guard.
Couldn't read or write. Point guard.
Can't read or write.
Can't read or write.
Sweet Pete Lloyd.
He was,
give it up to Lloyd. Damn. New York legend.
Yeah. He was the wingman. He got called up on a 10-day to Atlanta.
Yeah.
So they called me up to Idaho to take his place. He goes there, gets cut on the 3rd day
for drugs.
He went out get drinking or something and showed up late. So he's sitting back.
Right.
But they kept me. So I had now here I am. I had the opportunity to learn and practice with this guy. He was killing me. I thought I was a defender, right?
He was smooth, wasn't he?
every day, killing me and talking as he was doing it.
Yeah.
So
My boy owed me $600 today. Sweet pea.
Sweet Pea, yeah, Lord Sweet Pea days.
That's my
But you know,
boy.
he also taught me a lot too, because he would teach the game to you.
Yeah.
Because he wanted
Great
just
player,
like
man.
everybody's like young.
Good
fella, I
guy.
want you to get better. I want you to make it. I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah.
But like you said, to your point, the travel in the G League is, you take long buses rides.
Yes.
Or you eventually you take a flight, but you gotta get up at 4 a.m.
4
and
a.m.
take a little small plane.
Yeah.
And you're traveling for 12 hours because you got 2 or 3 stops.
Right.
The hotels are obviously the amenities aren't that great.
Great, yeah.
So it humbles you.
It does.
Definitely, and it teaches you. So in some aspects, the minor league, probably not the G League today, because this is a completely different game.
Right.
Back then, they get paid now, but back then, it humbles you and it teaches you a lot, and it's actually somewhat harder than the NBA, obviously,
It's
because
definitely harder.
and you gotta be a top performer if you're gonna get called up.
Right.
Period. And then when you
Gotta be,
you
yeah.
gotta figure out. You got to figure out what you're going to do to actually stay hot.
Right.
You sign me for a 10-day contract. Okay, now they can sign you for 2 10 days. Then they got to keep you for the rest of the season. So what am I going to do in 20 days to make them decide like,
we want to keep him. Right.
You know what I mean? If I'm not scoring 30 points because they're not calling plays for me. So what are you going to do as a player?
Right.
But that grind in the minor league humbles you.
It's a humble grind.
It's a humble grind, and it gives you a lot of respect.
I give it up to all the guys who grind like that, man, because it's a grind. You know?
I don't know.
And you have family. Some guys have family, kids, wives. They trying to take care of this. If you grinding like that, you ain't making no money.
You ain't making no money. I think I probably making 25,000, but that. You can't.
When it's taxed, that's 12. That's 12.
And I think I was getting. I think I was the top paid on my team at the time. I'm like, man, that's rough. Obviously, they give you a place to stay or whatever, but still, you gotta pay for it. You got a car. Like you said, you got family. It's not an easy grind, and it's not something. At that time, I was like, I'm gonna do this for a couple years, and I'm leaving. And if it don't work out, I'm going overseas.
Yeah.
All right, Ira, your first year with Cleveland was with Brian.
Yeah.
How many years you played with him?
5.
How was that playing with him during the time, watching him come in and being there before him and watching him move into leadership role as a kid, pretty much?
That process is kind of surreal and interesting. When he came into the league his first year, he was just a big kid, a comedian, just have fun,
Joke all the time.
Obviously, very talented player, which we realized. We saw him in practice, but in the first game we played Sacramento, and we knew after that first game,
he was for real.
Most people didn't come their first year to play their first game like that. But he was just a fun guy, and it's good to see the maturation process because each year he got better. Because every year somebody was something he couldn't do. He didn't do this. And I couldn't imagine what it's like. Because, obviously that's so much pressure on an 18-year-old. And he was getting criticized for every single thing or every decision. He passed the ball when he should have shot it. But that was the kind of player he was. If you want to play with him, because all you got to be able to do is run the floor and catch.
Right.
He going to find you. So he was a joy to play with, and we would be in games, and we'd be like all the time. All we gotta do is we just keep it close. Fourth quarter, Brian gonna do his thing.
Right.
Can't stop him. Kind of like he did when he put Detroit out the playoffs. He had like 26 in a row. 27. They ran through every player. Nobody could stop him.
Yeah.
But he was that special, and it's good to see the player and the maturation process. And not just on the floor, just off the floor, and being articulate and the things that he's doing and what he talks about. But it's good to see that and be a part of that journey, at least for those 5 years. He's a super talented, amazing player.
Super talented player. Give it up to L.B. James.
So looking at him in his elder years, how do you feel about watching him play at this level, at this age?
I mean, you guys can probably attest to this. I know I can't do none of the stuff he doing at the age that he was at. When I was 40, I can't. Not at that level.
No.
You know, the grind and the pound. I don't know how he's doing it.
I retired then. It's hard.
It's hard. And I mean, I was still working out, but I couldn't go play 30 minutes of no basketball game at that level.
Being a premier scorer.
And especially in the NBA.
Right.
Against young guys.
Against young guys and still killing them.
Yeah.
But that's a testament to, it's funny because the first couple of years, I had never seen him, and didn't nobody go to the weight room back then. It was a health shift probably in 2008.
Wow.
Where everybody globally started taking more premium. It was like a transition it was a health conscious transition. Around 2008, 2009.
Right.
It became a premium on taking care of yourself. Working out became popular. Eating right became popular.
Right.
And guys started doing it. Oh, who got the best off-season workout now?
Yeah.
Right.
And that's when guys started training, and it was a shift of like this mind, body, spiritual movement to be a better athlete, and that's where we are today, actually.
Absolutely.
And that's why right now that he's able to even play.
That's what longevity is.
Longevity is
being able to.
Is he the one that started that? You think? In basketball?
I wouldn't say that necessarily. I think it was more just kind of collective. And you know, certain teams though at the time.
We started moving towards that when I was there.
You was playing.
You could see it start shifting because when I first came in, they were smoking cigarettes and drinking and everything.
Yeah, when I played,
in the back of the airplane.
Guys,
you know what I mean?
That.
So I watched it shift to, because I was one of the ones who came in eating right, running fast, jumping high. So I was a part of that shift as well, but I saw it coming too. You know what I mean? But they wasn't ready for it. The big guys wasn't ready for it.
Okay.
But they was looking at me like they wanted to kill me because I'm running fast and I'm slim and I'm not drinking and I'm not doing this.
You ain't doing what they do.
Yeah, they look at you like a snitch and they don't want to deal with you. Serious, man. It was crazy.
Like he had time to tell, keep him
keep him out of here, man. Don't let him in here, man.
You had certain teams that was doing it at that time.
Right.
San Antonio being one of them.
Okay.
Cleveland was one of those
Portland
teams.
Trailblazers
That's right. Cleveland was one. Dallas. I think Phoenix. Well, but you have certain teams
that
kind of
was doing it.
cleaning up. They're hiring chefs.
Yeah.
To have in the
Toronto.
locker room.
Yeah.
You have chefs now. Now we got different kind of meals.
Yeah.
You don't just eat a bunch of junk. Because before it was whatever on the plane.
It was chips
they asked
and
you
all
what you
that.
want. It was chips, candy, whatever you want. Cookies.
Yeah. Well, give it up to Dan Gilbert too. Dan Gilbert, my guy. All right.
Yeah.
Dan had them shelves down.
He came in and what Dan did is he told the players and the team, he said, I'm gonna give you whatever y'all need, just do your job on the
court.
And he came in and did all that for us. And that so it was like a collective that transition to that health thing. But today, obviously it makes sense. You can
see
why wouldn't you spend money on your body if your body is the engine?
That's your machine.
It's your machine, right?
That's
you can see it.
You got to invest in it.
That's why when people
body.
talk about today basketball, like how Mike do, if Mike ain't on this trend with them, he won't do that well.
He won't. No, you're right.
Because they coming with muscles and power, and they all jumping, they all
bigger, better,
athletic.
faster.
Yes, every last one of them. So Mike just was that then.
Yeah.
So if you put him in the mix with these guys and he don't transform his body and his mind to this right here, he wouldn't last.
Right.
Because the game is faster.
Right.
Yeah, it's faster, and they shoot from the perimeter now. Man, if it's anything you want to tell the fans in the community and the kids, tell them, man.
What I say is, especially for the kids, man, just never give up. Continue. Everybody's path is gonna be different. So where you are today is not where you are going to be, where you're going to be tomorrow, and where you could go. And for all my athletes out there, if you play basketball, football, whatever it is, stay on the grind, practice. Your preparation is what matters. If you prepare yourself, that gives you the confidence in the game to do whatever you want to do. It's the preparation you do before. And that can go in the schoolroom, for business, that's for anything. If you're supremely prepared, then the game, when the lights come on, will be easy for you. All right, and never stop the journey, and I appreciate all the support.
Good.
Amen. Well, we gonna see you guys next week. I thank Ira so much for showing up, and I'm gonna see you next week on the Judge and the Legend podcast. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's Wednesday at 2 p.m. Time for the Judge podcast. It's the Judge, the Legend. Let's have blast. We talking sports, politics, current events. We gonna be live, so let it make sense. It's the Judge podcast. Let's go. The Judge podcast. Let's go. Wednesday at 2 p.m. Let's go. Hosted by the Judge and the Legend.